Hey guys, I'm George, the nice smelling gentleman. It's time for your daily dose of some fragrance content, and today I'll be talking about mass appealing, affordable, mass appealing fragrances. The first two fragrances that I've included in today's video come from the brand of Fragrance World. The first one is sold under their sub-brand called Atur Al-Alam, and the fragrance itself is called Nazih Silver, and I really like this one. This smells a lot like Boss Bottled Intense EDP, so you're getting pretty similar scent to the original fragrance from Boss. It's woody, it's slightly spicy, it's slightly floral, there's a bit of fruity sweetness, there's a bit of vanillic sweetness as well in here. Smells very nice in my opinion, and it's a very easy to wear fragrance that actually is a crowd pleaser from my personal experience. Performance is not superb, although it's not bad either, it's above average. This one feels to my nose like a little bit more floral, maybe a little bit lighter, slightly fresher take on the original scent itself. And again, it smells absolutely nice. If you like those woody type of fragrances that have some fruity sweetness, that have some vanillic sweetness, this one also shares some similarities to something like Parfum de Marly's Altair, which is a very popular niche fragrance right now, but I'll talk about a proper Altair clone a little bit later. Nazih Silver is a good offering from Atur Al-Alam that offers decent quality, decent performance and all that for a very affordable price. The next one from Fragrance World that I've included in today's video is sold under their more luxurious sub-brand French Avenue, and it's called Pinus Orin, and comes in this strangely looking bottle. This one smells a lot like Louis Vuitton's Afternoon Swim. So again, you're getting a very easy to wear, very likable scent. This one concentrates a lot more on the citruses. This has a very nice bright opening. There's quite a bit of ginger as well, which adds even more freshness and sort of this brightness in the opening of this fragrance. There's a hint of some woods. You'll get some amber sweetness on the dry down. You'll get some musks. This basically, for a lot of people, will smell pretty unisex. In my opinion, leans a little bit to the masculine side. It's a little bit more orientated towards the warmer months of the year, but you can definitely rock this one through the year if you want. It's a great non-offending and a crowd-pleasing scent that will probably get you some compliments as well along the way. Offers very decent quality, in fact quite good quality as you'd expect from a French Avenue. Also offers a very decent performance. This one is a little bit more expensive, but still it costs quite a lot less compared to the original fragrance that it has been inspired by. Next, let's go with a few suggestions from the brand of Lattafa. The first one is part of their Maahir line, and it's called Maahir Legacy. Meaning that this is a very fresh scent that opens up very bright with a lot of citruses, with a lot of minty freshness as well. Some wood, some greenness as well, which that greenness also in combination with those citruses adds even more freshness to the opening, even more brightness, and it's a very nice fragrance. Actually, I was very pleasantly surprised by Maahir Legacy. On the dry down, you'll get some woods, maybe some musks. In the opening, there's also a bit of spiciness as well. It's a very masculine fragrance that's super fresh, super easy to wear, feels super light in the air, and very masculine, and also it's a crowd pleaser. People like the way that this fragrance smells in the air. Quality is really nice. The bottle looks kind of interesting. It's super heavy and can serve as a weapon, and also actually in my experience my bottle has been really nicely performing as well, and all that for a very affordable price. The next one that I've included in today's video is part of the Pride line, and it's called Art of Nature 2. This one is a clone, a proper clone of Parfum de Marly's Altair. In a way, it smells similar to Nazih Silver that I showed you earlier, but this is a proper clone of Altair. So you'll get the cinnamon, the strong cinnamon note in the opening, you get the strong orange blossom note, you get lots of vanilla, lots of ambroxan with this one as well. And it's a very popular scent profile at the moment, and people just love the way that the original smells and all the good clones of Altair smell. Being a part of the Pride line, this offers even better quality than the normal Lattafas, comes really nicely packaged, offers very good performance, very good projection. It's a little bit more expensive, but you get those things in return. Now, it's not the closest thing to Altair that I've tried and I have in my collection, but still this serves as a great alternative to Altair. In my personal experience, this feels a little bit softer, a little bit more fruity than Altair, but again, in the air, this is, smells very similar and will get you that crowd-pleasing factor as well. It's more orientated towards the slightly colder months of the year. If you're wearing this one in warmer weather, I would suggest to rock this one at night, not during the day. But again, this is a mass-pleasing scent, Art of Nature 2 from Lattafa. Next, let's go with something with a few offerings from made by Afnan. One of them is sold under Afnan and it's part of the 9 series and it's called 9 AM Dive. This one is a very interesting fragrance that it's not a straight up clone of anything, although it feels quite heavily inspired, especially in the opening from fragrances like Bleu de Chanel, the original Bleu de Chanel. Although this is fresher, this is brighter than Bleu de Chanel, but definitely will give you similar vibes to Bleu de Chanel, and it remains a more fresh, a more sort of a bright, more playful version of Bleu de Chanel even through its dry down. So get a lot of citrusy freshness in the opening, you get some spices, you get a nice fresh kick, and then the dry down will remain quite fresh and quite enjoyable. Maybe some musks thrown in on the dry down, the usual masculine, fresh masculine scent. This is very non-offensive, very easy to wear, it's a crowd pleaser, smells very masculine, and also offers really good quality as you would expect from something like the brand of Afnan. Now, it's a little bit more expensive sometimes than some of the other members of the 9 line, but I think it's worth it because it offers great versatility factor, and in my experience this also has been a pretty strong performer, especially initially projects really nicely. Total longevity is not superb, but still it's a decently performing scent. The other one from Afnan is actually sold under the brand of broca, but that's owned by Afnan, so you can think again of it as being an Afnan fragrance. This one is called broca theoreme. This one is a clone of a Bulgarian tiger. You can take it as also smelling similar to Vibrato from Suspiro. Tiger is an absolutely fantastic, super versatile masculine scent profile that I really like a lot, one of my favorites. And broca theoreme is actually a very good clone, very good alternative of Tiger, and just costs a fraction of the price. So get the citruses in the opening, you get a sweet juicy grapefruit note with this one, you get a lot of ambery sweetness, you get spices, you get ouds, you get musk. Again, the notes that you'll find in a lot of other great masculine fragrances. It's super versatile, very easy to wear, it's a crowd pleaser, it's a compliment getter, and this one also offers very good performance actually, and a very good projection and all that, again for just a fraction of the price of Tiger. The next one that I've included in today's video comes from the brand of Rayhaan and it's called Ocean Rush, and this is a fragrance that smells to my nose a lot like, not a lot, but definitely reminds me of the Acqua di Gio line from Armani. Maybe it's like a mix between the OG Acqua di Gio and Acqua di Gio Profondo. It's not a straight up clone of neither of those fragrances, but definitely to my nose carries a lot of that same smell or scent. So it's yet another very versatile, very fresh masculine fragrance that offers a high compliment factor, that's very easy to wear, feels aquatic, feels sweet, feels fresh. It's a very nice sort of a classic type of scent. Offers very nice quality. In fact, pretty much everything that I've tried from Rayhaan offers quite good quality, considering that most of the scents from this brand are quite cheap. Also offers decent performance, nothing spectacular again, but definitely above average and definitely worth to be checked out. Maybe it's for slightly older gentlemen out there, but I think it really smells nice. The next one that I've included in today's video carries even more of a gentleman factor, even more of a mature factor. It comes from the brand of Paris Corner and it's called Trillium, and this one smells a lot like Roja Dove's Elysium Par Homme Cologne. Parfum, I think, was the full name of the fragrance. So this is yet another fresh scent, but this one feels a little bit darker because this has more ouds. It has also a quite strong vetiver note, which just adds a bit of darkness, a bit of earthiness to the scent profile and makes it a little bit more mature. To my nose, smells very sort of gentlemanly, smells very refined, and it's a great alternative for that very expensive original fragrance. Offers nice quality, offers very decent performance as well, comes nicely packaged, and all that for just a fraction of the price of the original fragrance. And I'm going to finish off with a few offerings from the brand of Armaf. The first one is part of the Odyssey line, and it's called Odyssey Mega Limited Edition, and this fragrance smells a lot like YEDP from YSL. Probably scent-wise, this is the closest thing that I've tried to YEDP. I've always said that this is quite an old release from Armaf, but to this day remains the closest thing to Y that I've tried clone-wise. So you get that very versatile blue scent of Y with a lot of fruity sweetness, with some woods, with a bit of spices, some additional sweetness, with that soapy vibe that the original fragrance has. This smells in the air, smells almost identical to Y. Now, in my personal experience, my personal bottle of Odyssey Mega has never been a great performer, although I've seen a lot of other reviewers and a lot of other content creators actually claiming that their bottles last for a good amount of time. I don't know if it's down to my bottle or skin chemistry. This is definitely not the longest lasting fragrance in my collection, but it's so cheap and carries such a versatile factor that you can, even if you don't get great performance out of it, you can definitely buy a few bottles for an example, or just respray this one a few times throughout the day, and you'll still get good performance, while at the same time having something very versatile in your collection. And the last fragrance in today's video, and the second Armaf fragrance that I've included, is called Club de Nuit Urban Man Elixir, and this is again one of those sort of kings when it comes to versatility. This smells a lot like Dior Sauvage EDP, but mixed with some fruity notes that the original Dior Sauvage doesn't have. So this is sort of like a hybrid clone or a Frankenstein clone, or you can call it whatever, but definitely smells quite a lot like Dior Sauvage, but just has some additional nuances. It has a bit of fruity sweetness that's probably will remind you a little bit of things like Creed Aventus or maybe like Club de Nuit Intense Man, and bringing those two very versatile scent profiles into one fragrance actually creates the king of versatility. This can be worn throughout the year for any type of occasion, any time of the day or the night. Smells very nice, it's a crowd pleaser, it's a compliment getter, and also offers really good performance. My bottle is one of the first ones that came to the markets, and to this day this has been a stellar performer for me. So the last fragrance that I've included in today's video is from Armaf, and it's called Club de Nuit Urban Man Elixir. So guys, in today's video I showed you 10 affordable, easy to wear, mass pleasing scents that you can wear throughout the year for any type of occasion that won't be offending anybody and will probably get you a lot of compliments. I hope that you found this video interesting to watch. If you did, give it a like, and I also hope that you're going to join me tomorrow for your daily dose of some fragrance content. And until then, stay safe and bye bye.